Hey guys, so I'm not really sure what direction this channel is gonna go in, but I'm thinking it's gonna be more of like the freelance direction. So I know that there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that show you how to put makeup on yourself, which is great. I mean, that's how I learned to do all my makeup and stuff. But as a freelance makeup artist, I had trouble finding videos that taught me how to put makeup on other people. So that's kind of what I want to head towards. I mean, I think this channel is going to be a bit of everything. It's going to be a little bit of me doing tutorials on myself, me doing makeup on other people, and then just tips and tricks that I've picked up during my time as a freelancer. And hopefully this works out and it'll be fun, guys. It's gonna be fun. What else did I want to say? No. Okay, yeah, so a little bit about me. I've been freelancing for, I want to say 4 years now, but I didn't really take it seriously. I mean, I was in college, so it was kind of just like a little side thing for me. And it wasn't until I made my own website and I started getting a lot more clients, and you know, it wasn't until then that I started like really being like, yeah, like I'm a makeup artist. Also, this is my dog Tofu. Tofu, say hi. Say hi, baby. Oh, thank you. Say hi, baby. No, you want to get down? Oh, you just want to cuddle. She is half Maltese, half Yorkie. She's a Morkie, if you must. But she is super playful. If you guys have any tips and tricks on how to like train her to do tricks, it's just, oh my god, I'm trying to get her to roll over for the longest time. I got her to high five. I got her to stand, sit, lay down, you know, all the basics. But rolling over, I mean, it's like a 50-50 with her. Sometimes she gets it, and sometimes she doesn't. Oh my goodness, I love her so much. She's 4 months. Okay. Are you done? Can mommy film? Okay. So, I feel like my first, you know, official introduction video, I feel like it would be appropriate to show you guys what's in my freelance makeup kit. So I carry everything in this set bag. I got this set bag from Morphe. I'm not sure which one it is, but I can give you guys all the information in the bottom bar below. I can't speak. Everything that I need is in here. I used to carry around one of those like huge train cases, the one with like a whole bunch of layers, and like you roll it up and you tuck it in, all that. But it was too much, and I realized I didn't need everything that was in there. After experience and you know, seeing what clientele I typically get, this is what I need, and I realized that this is all I really need. This is the basics. This is by no means all that you should carry. I'm not saying that you should carry this exact, but this is what I carry. You know, you could always carry less, you could carry more. Do whatever suits you and your clientele and whatever works for you. This works for me because I felt like people tend to request the same things. Either it's a neutral eye or, you know, just something smoky and dramatic. Hardly ever, you know, no one ever really asks for like a yellow eyeshadow or can I get like blue all over frosty. I mean, sometimes it happens, but most of the time I get a lot of proms, quinceañeras, bridals, the bridal entourage, and that's usually what I carry, and this is what works for me. So I carry this set bag, and I carry my brush belt. I don't actually wear this on my hip because if I do, it's gonna hurt my back. I can do a separate video and go, you know, more in depth into this, but I basically have a ton of powder brushes, face brushes, eye brushes, buffer brushes. I have makeup wipes in here, and then I have a lash curler in here. So I carry that, and then let's hop right into this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with the outside and go in. In this pocket right here, I have a pack of tissues, hand sanitizer, Q-tips, Cotton pads. These are just the Shiseido cotton pads, and I just took a bunch, put in a Ziploc baggie. As you can see, I need to refill, but these, I like using these on myself, and I know exactly how luxurious it feels, and this just takes it a step above a typical cotton pad, which it's, after you use this, you can't go back, I'm telling you now. I also have a couple of wedge sponges and round sponges. Okay, and then on this side, I have my lotions and potions. I have the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. It is, I feel like all makeup artists should have this. Any freelancer, you should have this. This is it's basically the US version of the, oh my gosh, I think it's called like Bioderma. The UK has it. Yeah, it's called Bioderma. This one works almost as well. I prefer to have Bioderma, but it's just easier for me to get my hands on this one. I typically use this to prep my client's skin. So if, you know, they haven't just showered or anything, or they come to me and their face is a little dirty, I will just use this, a cotton pad, wipe it down real quick, and moisturize and then prep their skin. So this is great for skin prep. And then I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, which I use to prep the skin, especially for clients who are dry. I also have MAC Fix Plus. Like I said, same with this one, every makeup artist should have this. It's good for priming, it's good for setting, it's good for spritzing on eyeshadow if you want the color to come out a lot more intense. This is bomb. I also have the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. These are for my oily girls, so I have both ends of the spectrum covered. I got my normal girls, my dry girls, and my oily girls. This stuff, your makeup will not move. And then last thing I have in here on this pocket, I think, is I have a mixing palette, just in case I don't have a certain color for one of my girls. I can always mix it up, but I mean, I haven't had to use it a lot, you know, really, because I feel like I have all shades covered. But I have it anyway, just in case I need to mix. Gotta make my own concoction of something. Moving on to this pocket right here, I have more lotions and potions. Sorry, my dog was barking and she really wanted attention, so I have her on the bed with me. Okay, so like I said before, when you freelance, you want to have all your bases covered. You want to, you know, address your oily girls, your dry girls, and, you know, your mature skin. You want to make sure that whatever skin type you have, you can work with. So I have primers for all skin types. I have the Makeup Forever Nourishing Primer for my mature skin, or for my clients who need extra hydration. And then I have a also Makeup Forever, the mattifying and the smoothing primers. I have these in the small sizes just because it's easier to travel with. So I like the mattifying one for, you know, obviously my oily girls, but I like to go over it with my smoothing one because sometimes I feel like the mattifying one, it can make the foundation go on a little patchy. So I'll go over the mattifying primer with the smoothing primer. They're both water-based, so it's not gonna, you know, make your makeup you know, it's not going to make it move. It's just going to work the same. And then I have the Professional, which it's almost comparable to the smoothing one. And then I have the Hydrating Primer for my dry girls. And then I have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Potion Primer. I love that stuff. I also have a Clinique Moisturizing Gel. If your skin prep isn't good, your makeup's not going to go on well. A lot of times your makeup doesn't go on well, it doesn't go on smoothly, maybe the application is a little patchy. It's because your skin isn't prepped properly. It's not moisturized. So I always carry this moisturizer. I feel like it works for oily and dry. For dry girls, I prefer to have the lotion, but this one, it's a good light application that can be used right before foundation application, which I love. I also carry around a couple of eye creams. These are all samples from La Mer. When I bought my La Mer, when I bought my moisturizing soft cream, they hooked it up with samples. So I carry this in my bag just for anybody who needs the eye love. And then I also carry MAC Strobe Cream. It is phenomenal. It is phenomenal if you need to give your skin or the client's skin that extra glow. Sometimes I'll mix it in with the foundation, or I'll just, you know, mix it with my hands and then just pat their skin afterwards, and they just look so luminous, so dewy. They look good. So in the next pocket over, I have lashes. I carry the Red Cherry 747U for my Asian girls. When you want to wear lashes like these, it could look a little overwhelming, and when I say a little overwhelming, I mean a lot overwhelming. Like, it don't look good. So you want to wear lashes that don't look too crazy. So these are for my Asian girls, my girls with small eyes. And then I have the Ardell Glamour Pack. I have a natural multi-pack and I have a Glamour Pack. So I usually let my clients kind of decide what they want. And I mean, I know that mink lashes are so fluffy. They're so amazing. They're beautiful. But I don't like using them for freelancing because a lot of times clients don't realize that they're mink lashes and that they can be used like over and over again. I mean, usually clients just kind of like, you know, you don't want to give someone a pair of like $50 lashes and they just take it off and toss it off after one use. Like, that's just, it's a shame. It's a crying shame. So I like the Ardell ones. They're perfectly fluffy. They work really well. They're super pretty. Perfect for freelancing. Okay, and then in my next pocket over, I have pencils, eye stuff, lash stuff, all the goods. So I have a couple of, actually not a couple, I have all of the NYX micro brow pencil. I have it in all the colors for all my clients with different hair color. I have it all. It is, I want to say, almost comparable to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I personally use Anastasia Brow Wiz because I like it. I think the Anastasia one goes on just the tiniest bit more smoother than these, but these will do the job. They're perfectly pigmented. You know, great for freelancing. It's more cost efficient too. It's like half the price of an Anastasia Brow Wiz. And then in here, drop my shit. And then in here I have liners, brow stuff, mascara. So I have two mascaras. I have the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara and the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. I don't actually use the wands that come with it. I have disposable wands, as I will show you guys later. I have the Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara. I use this for brow gel, as most people do. And then I have the Benefit Give Me Brow in both the dark and the light. You know, both, gotta get both spectrums covered. But I feel it, so I use these for clients who don't really need the brow groom. They just need a little darkening, like they have the shape and stuff. It's perfectly, you know, they don't need the fill-in. They just need a little more volume and they need to darken the brows. This is perfect. Perfect. And then I have, what else I got? So I have a liquid liner. I have the Maybelline Master Precise liquid liner. It works super well. And then I have a black and brown liner. I have the Scandal Eyes and the Maybelline Long Lasting Drama. A lot of people ask, like, you know, why I don't carry any like purple. Actually, I do want to carry purple because I feel like purple complements brown eyes so well. But I don't really carry greens, blues, reds, all that, just because no one asks for it. Like, people tend to want, you know, something glam but neutral, somewhat natural. So black and brown, I'm gonna add purple. Black and brown usually works. And then I also have these. They don't sell this specific one anymore. They sell a type of makeup wipe from Sephora, but I think it's like a completely different, like either formulation or something, but it works just the same. If you are a makeup artist and you are freelancing, this is going to save your life. I do carry it on brush cleanser, like in a spray bottle, but I find that every time like I spray my brushes with it and I wipe it down, it stays wet, and especially if I need to work on a client immediately, it doesn't work out. So this, you know, it removes the pigment super quick and it doesn't leave your brush wet. You can use your brush literally immediately as soon as you remove it from the cloth. So this, I carry a couple of these around. And then in here, last couple things in this outer pocket, I have the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liners in brown and black. Again, you know, I don't, you know, no need for, in my opinion, no need for crazy colors, 2 standard colors. And then I have the Makeup Forever translucent powder, which I used to bake. These are super finely milled. I usually switch between this one and the Laura Mercier. It's just I happen to have this one in the small jar, so I use this one a lot. And then now onto the back of my bag, which has just this zippered compartment. I carry all my disposables in this back pocket. So I have spatulas, I have lip brushes, mascara wands, doe foot applicators. I have my sharpener that I carry in here. I have 2 pairs of tweezers. I have a pair of scissors to clip the lashes just in case they're too long, lash glue, And like I said, 2 pairs of tweezers. So this one just in case I need to groom some brows, and this one for lash application. And yeah, I think that's all I have. Yeah, that's all I have in this back pocket. Now let's move on to the inside of the actual pouch, which is, in my opinion, the fun stuff. First of all, I have a fan in here, and a lot of people don't think about it, but I do carry a fan just because, you know, when you put on lash glue and you're applying lashes, or you spray your client's face and you need it to dry quickly, you just fan it away. It's a lot less awkward than blowing or using like one of your palettes to fan. This is actually efficient. So I guess I'll start with eyes. So I carry 3 eyeshadow palettes. I carry the 35P, 350, and 35K. So 35K for cool tones, 350 for warms, and the 35P for purples. These, after you know, after I've been freelancing for a while, I realized that these are the colors that people usually ask for. They usually ask for neutrals, you know, cools, warms, and purples. And I find that that's all I need. I haven't really needed an outrageous color in a while, so I usually just don't bring it with me. And then I carry the Morphe 15 Con. It's a 15 palette concealer palette. I have used this to death. This is perfect for freelancing. It has every concealer in every shade for every skin tone, every undertone that you need. This, it's perfect. It's perfectly creamy. I haven't found myself needing to mix it with the beauty oil at all. It's perfectly creamy and it's super opaque. It works perfectly well in my opinion. I also an eyeshadow palette that I forgot. So this is an eyeshadow that I created on my own. I call this my Bridal Palette. So I call this my Bridal Palette. It has a lot of like my neutral soft browns that I usually use for my bridal entourage or for my brides. You know, a lot of times they want, you know, brides, they want something smoky but not too smoky, where they still want to look like themselves but better. This is a perfect. I have all the crease colors, all the perfect lid colors, and yeah. And then I have this MAC two-sided palette that I use for foundations. It's double-sided. I'm trying to find an angle where I don't blind you guys. Okay, so it's double-sided. Both sides are the same. All I did was I depotted my Bobbi Brown stick foundations. I love the Bobbi Brown stick foundation so much. It works for dry skin. It works for oily skin. It's super smooth. It's super creamy. Super opaque. You can't ask for anything more than that. So yeah, as you can see, both sides are the same. Now gotta hook it up for everybody. So that's what I use. I usually use this in addition to the 15 Con palette that I just showed you guys. Bomb. I usually also carry around liquid foundations, which I haven't depotted. I can show you guys that some other time, but it's just liquid foundation. And then I have this Z palette, which I have setting powders for almost everybody. The rest of the setting powders I carry in here because they don't fit in here. I also have the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. It is perfect for contouring. It caters to all shades and all tones. I use this one the most though. For darker skin, I usually like to mix these two, and then for lighter skin, I'll mix these two. Oh god. Can't say enough good things about it. It is so good. It has never failed me. Not once. Okay, next up I have the Physicians Formula, it's just called bronzer. Yeah, oh, the butter bronzer. This one, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It smells, oh my god, it smells like beach. It smells like vacation. I love it so much. And I use this for girls with lighter skin tones. Basically anyone darker than me won't be able to use this, but anyone my skin tone or lighter, it's the perfect bronzer. It's just so perfect. Okay, so in here I also carry the e.l.f. I don't even know what these are called, but they're like it's like a brow kit. I have them in light, medium, and dark, and they are very, very, very similar. It's actually comparable to the Benefit Browsings, except these are a fraction of the price, and they're perfect. Also, I have the Morphe 9B blush palette. Look at this. These colors are super pigmented, and this palette caters to all skin tones and skin types. That's the main reason why I got it. You know, as much as I love certain blushes and certain singles, you know, I can't just rifle through my entire bag and look for a certain blush. This way, if I have a palette, I could just, you know, look at their makeup look and be like, oh, okay, well, this one looks good on them right now. And then just go ahead and use that. For highlighter, I like to use the Anastacio Glow Kit. I have this one in Sun Dipped. I prefer this one over the other one just because, like the rest of my freelance kit, it caters to all skin tones and skin types. You can use these for the lightest of girls, and then these for the deepest of girls, and then, you know, you can mix and match and just find your own combination that's going to match for certain undertones. I love using these two. You know, mixing these two, oh my god, it's so perfect, especially for girls who are, I want to say, like 3 to 4 shades darker than me. Oh god. Mixed together, amazing. These colors, amazing. These colors, amazing. You should get this and then just try to mix and match on your own. Okay, moving on to lips. Last couple things. I have the Maybelline lip color palette and the L'Oreal LA palette. These are kind of like reds and purples with, you know, there's a couple of like mauves in here, and then this is more of like a neutral palette. Let me open it up so you guys don't get blinded. So you have these. I usually just use a lip brush and mix whatever color I need to on my hand. Likewise with this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Works for everybody, for anyone, anytime, anywhere, anyhow. And then I also have a couple of, well, not a couple, I have all of them. They came out with 4 and I got all 4 of them. So I have the NYX Pro Lip Cream palettes. Let's see if I can do the same thing with this hand. Yes. Kind of. Okay, yes. Okay, so I have these. These are reds, pinks, nudes, and purples. And I definitely want to say that the Maybelline one and the L'Oreal Pro palettes that I just showed you are creamier, but these will do the trick. I like those better, but I like these as well. I mean, if for a freelancer, carrying like 25 lipsticks is just not ideal. You need them in palettes like this. Okay, and then for glosses. So sometimes you'll put a lip color on, you'll mix it, whatever, you put on lip color, and you realize, you know, it's missing something. Glosses. So I have here the Revlon glosses, and then I have my favorite lip glosses. I think these are. Okay, so these are the Maybelline elixirs, I think, and I'm not sure what these are called. It's like the one with like the diamond on top. Both super creamy, super amazing. I have these, just both of them are tied in rubber bands, and I have everything ranging from nudes, pinks, darks, purples, all in here. And then here I have more nudes and more mauves. This one right here, it's the Maybelline Nude Illusion. I love it. It's the formulation, it's super light. Like if you want to put something and then just forget about it throughout the day, this is the one. There's been times where I'll apply a lipstick on a client and I'm like, oh, you know, it's a little too bold. So I'll just go in with this exact gloss, and I'll just go over it to nude it out a little bit, and it always solves. This is the cure to cancer. This is indeed the cure to cancer. Okay, so that was everything in my freelance kit. As you can see, you know, just very standard things. I try not to overpack, because when you have to carry that, so I carry my bag, I carry, you know, I try not to carry a purse, but sometimes I'm carrying my purse, I'm carrying the set bag, I have to carry my makeup brushes, and then I like to carry my camera around so I can, you know, take photos of my clients afterwards. So that's a lot of things to carry, and I don't want to, you know, hurt my back. This is a lot easier to carry around than a big trunk that I used to, because sometimes I had to lay it down and then things would spill over and it was just a huge mess. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it useful. You know, I hope you guys found this video helpful. All my freelance makeup artists out there, you know, just do what works for you. This is what works for me. Like I said, this is not the perfect guideline. This is just what's perfect for me. This is just basically based on all my clientele and like my experience. This is just what's worked best. So I hope this inspires you, gives you some idea of where to start, how to start, you know, just start small. This collection did not grow overnight. One thing I want to add is that I do keep my freelance kit apart from my personal makeup kit. I do disinfect this with alcohol after every job. I go home, I disinfect everything. Isopropyl alcohol into a spray bottle. I spray all the palettes, I spray everything. I sanitize my brushes, everything. People's number one fear about makeup is like breaking out, and I don't, you know, I kind of want to assuage that fear. Okay, I hope this helps, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.